excited to talk today about gallery walls. I really like doing small, intimate little vignettes on random places, so we're going to go through the things that I like to hang on walls, how I like to group them, and we're going to do a little time lapse of me hanging a bunch of things in my living room. But first I'm going to share with you the types of things that I hang on my walls. First, framed pieces. Whether it's an original or a print, I like to include framed pieces. It's a great way to add that little bit of formality in there. So there's that. Interactive pieces like letterboards are really awesome. Things that don't even need to be framed, like smaller objects, you can use clips. Oil paintings, I really love original oil paintings because they tend to just stand out and give you a little bit more depth. And then finally, objects. Unexpected objects that you wouldn't normally hang on a wall, you can put on walls. And it adds a lot of personality and depth and texture to your gallery wall. Here we are in my living dining area. This is all one very large open space, so it's multifunctional. We've got the TV that we really love watching, but I don't want the TV to be the only focus right here in this spot. I love the built-ins. I want to bring the focus into the artistry of the built-ins and create a lot of dynamic texture in here rather than just focus on this giant black box. So here are the pieces that we have to work with. I've been collecting art forever. There's just a lot of variety in here. So my husband actually he stenciled this briefcase for college and took this all around college. So that's sort of a sentimental thing that we have that's part of our past. It tells a story of who we are. I've got simple frames that I've collected from IKEA, things that I've actually custom framed because I wanted to invest in something a little more custom, and then pieces that I found from DI. You can find, or your local thrift store. So Goodwill is a great place also to find really inexpensive frames. Don't look at the artwork inside of it, look at the actual frame. All right, so the key to making a really good gallery collection is finding things that are similar enough that work together, but different so it's not all the exact same thing. So for example, we've got these pieces all right here. They all have white frames. These are similarly shaped frames and pulling a lot of the same colors with each other. I think these would work well on a wall together, but I think if I had a bigger collection, they might be too similar and would totally work. If we're going to put it in a bigger collection, which we are, we're going to need to separate them out just a little bit. Maybe we'll put this in together and have this as a collection because we've got the vertical and then the horizontal here, so you've got still some differences, some contrast. So I think we're going to play around with those and sort of mock them up on the floor first, and then we'll put them on the wall. I think we maybe spend 5 minutes sort of workshopping this out, Haley and I. And here's kind of what we've come up with. We wanted to balance things out. We're kind of pulling blues on both sides, pulling little pops of white on both sides, and keeping things relatively in the same negative space footprint. This is pretty good. It's subject to change, but I think we're in a good spot. Now when it comes to hanging everything, I tend to go in a specific hanging order. Usually my larger pieces are the ones that I hang with a nail. So those are more anchored pieces. I'll hang those first. Everything else gets a 3M sticky tape. It's such a lifesaver, especially when you're doing multiple gallery walls and if you're doing a really big, complicated gallery wall. So let's get to work. This really took us about half an hour, 45 minutes. So, I mean, we actually ended up doing 3 gallery walls. This one, and then this one right over here. We have a little extra left. This little ampersand, it actually didn't quite make the cut because of the pink. So it's not the right color, but I'll actually be painting it black sometime tonight and then putting it right here just to balance it all out and complete the look. So you can see the difference. So start collecting artwork, start collecting random frames, and I hope you hang up some artwork soon. Be sure to check back next Monday for another video and let me know if this helped at all. I hope it did. Have a good one. See you later.